in the food business. And we have been on for the past 50 years. In fact, this year is our 50th anniversary. And please clap for us. This is our 50th anniversary. And what we are doing here today is part of what we do every year. We call it the Regional Food Science and Technology Summit. This is the 12th summit that we are holding. Every region in Nigeria hold this summit every first week of June. Take any date in the first week of June, the second week of June. And part of the activity for the ReFoSTS, I'll call it ReFoSTS, is to organize debates for different levels of students. We have the secondary school debate, we have the tertiary institution quiz competition. So, and Lagos Chapter is one of the chapters of the institute in Nigeria. We have Western Chapter, we have Eastern Chapter, we have Southern Chapter. So they are all scattered all over Nigeria and in the diaspora. Because wherever you are a member of the institute. If I live here and start lecturing or working in any country, I still belong to the institute. So, and the institute is an affiliate of the International Food Science and Technology Institute. So we are properly recognized. We are very, very active and participate and interact with the society where we belong. So, Lagos has 11 zones. Lagos Chapter has 11 zones. And Agbara is one of the zones. And Agbara Zone is made up of from Lasso down to Badagry, down to Water. So you see, Agbara Zone is made up of 2 states. The end of 2 states. From that end to Badagry to Water. So all food professionals, whether you are in the academia, in the industry, in commerce, in trade, so long as you are a food practitioner with the requisite qualification, you are a member of the institute. And it's very easy to register. You pick up a form and submit your certificates for vetting to be sure you are qualified to be a member. And after the screening, you are now permitted to pay the registration dues. And we meet every month. Every last Sunday of the month, we meet from different zones, host every chapter meeting. Last month, April, Agbara Zone hosted Lagos Chapter. So that is what we do. And we don't only gather among ourselves, we also try to impact the society and the young ones. So we do career talk, like this debate now, is part of what we do, to integrate the young ones, so that our motto, our mantra, which is the science of food, the science of survival, we continue to be sustainable. Because as people get older, the young ones come over and they are also coming up. So there is mentoring, there is sustainability, there is impactful activity to showcase what we do and to ensure that there is food security. Because we all know without food, there is no life, there is no health. So today we are gathered here, and the theme of this year's debate, which is surrounding the theme of the conference of the summit, is commercializing food research. Commercializing food research is the best pathway to making agriculture economically sustainable. That is big grammar. Breaking it down is very simple. There is a lot of research going on concerning food. We do the research, we put it in the book, we close it. There's one adage that if you want to hide anything in Nigeria, put it in the book. Nobody will go there. But we don't want that trend to continue. So there are a lot of researches in food going on. So what we are talking about is that research must not end in the kitchen of one person. It must not end in the project work of one person. It must be brought out and commercialized. So that apart from ensuring that the research doesn't die, it also impacts into the life of other people. And by the time you bring out a research, for example, you are processing sweet potato flour. Sweet potato is very, very common everywhere, and it is cheaper than yam. But it is seasonal. So by the time you have it in abundance, it is cheaper, and you process it into sweet potato flour, and you bring it out for people to buy. Number one, you have shared knowledge. Number two, you have added to the type of food people can consume. Number three, you have added to variety. And number four, there is economic activity. You are making money, and people are buying and benefiting. And we are talking of biodiversity. That is the only way we can eat more food. Nutrition has said that the more the variety of food you eat, the more nutrition you get. So by the time you eat sweet potato as fried, as baked, as boiled, as fufu, as cake, or you can use the flour to do so many food. You are introducing more diversity into your diet and ensuring that you are healthy for it. But what we are looking at today is the commercialness of the research and the economic impacts into the society. And that is why you children, I know you have done all your fireworks. You have been all these days. You have been compacting so many things, and I know that you are going to blast us today and give us the way forward, because it's from the knowledge from your own perspective that we are going to add to the debate that will bring out a solution to food security and so impact the economy at the end of the day. So me, I came here with my jotter. I'm ready to jot all because I'm a scientist, I'm a researcher. I'm ready to learn from you. I'm going to improve my research and improve my economic power, because research without money is a waste. And we all know that now, in Tinubu era, you need to do a lot of alternative or other things to ensure that you have the economic power to be able to carry out your economic responsibility. So that is why we are here. I hope I've given you a good background to why we are here, and let me do some introduction. Though the opening would have been for us to sing the national anthem, then we introduce ourselves. We are still going to do that, but there was need for us to know why we are seated here first, so that you don't think that this woman has some plan to come and kidnap us. With time, we start seeing faces changing. So I hope you are now more comfortable with the reason why we are here. Thank you very much. So, can we give ourselves a round of applause? So, looking at the program, the order of events. I hope you all have the order of events for today. So, we have done the arrival and registration of participants. I hope you have all written your names. I'm coming around to take the list from you. Then I've just done the welcome sort of. So I'm welcoming all of you to this August occasion. So take the opening prayer and we take the national anthem. And I'll call on anybody that is led by the Spirit to give us the opening prayer. Somebody give us the opening prayer. The imams or the Christians. Open. Thank you. Let's pray.
Eternal Rock of Ages, we bless your name for another day like this. Nobody, any one of us that can beat his chest and say that I'll be alive till today. But for us to be alive till today, Father, we give you all the glory. We give you all the honor. Father, whatever we are here gathered together today to do, Father, we commit everything to your able hand. Father, come and take perfect control. At the end of it all, Father, let's have cause to glorify your name in the name of Jesus. In Jesus' name we pray.
Thank you very much. So I think we should rise for the national anthem. Thank you. So we take the first stanza. Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribes of Spain differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Thank you very much. So, start by introduction of our judges and the explanation of the rules of the debate. So I would like you to do a self-introduction for yourself.
My name is Mrs. Oyedele Iyambo. I'm an economics teacher, the president of Agbara Zone. Thank you.
The president of the Home Economics Teachers Association, Ojo Zone. Welcome, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning. That's great scholars and our colleagues. My name is Dr. Ajalaluwole Samuel, lecturer, Department of Agricultural Science and Education, Lagos State University of Education.
Good morning to you all. My name is Aina Olaiya Eric. I'm also a lecturer from LASWED, that is Lagos State University of Education, and Green Departments.
Thank you. Yeah, you can see the judges are well grounded in food production.
So my name is James Uche. I have 31 years experience in the industry, food manufacturing. So I retired 1 year ago from NIFST. And everywhere I go and they say, how come you're retired? You're too young to retire. But yes, 31 years working in the same organization. And I tell you, I have full knowledge of what food science and technology is about. I didn't just study it, but I also practiced it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Peter Oluwafunmilayo from Campus International School. Good morning, everyone. I'm Mrs. Olajo from LASWED International School.
Good morning, everyone. Anya Yunis from Supreme Church International School.
Introduce yourself now. Close introduction. The student will introduce themselves. Okay. Let me hold it for you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ikotun Oluwasegun, a minister and a techpreneur.
Thank you. And I'm Professor Ogana Ikujeyo. I'm a lecturer in the Department of Home Economics, Lagos State University of Education. And I'm also the zonal coordinator of Agbara Zone of the Institute. So I'm sort of like hosting all of this. So you're welcome. Thank you. I have somebody else to do. She's my assistant. She's my assistant for today. They don't want to do it. Okay. So, let me explain the rules for this debate. Like, you have met the judges. So, what schools are supposed to participate in this debate? We have Dantops International School, Owo. Please stand up for recognition. Those are Dantops, those are the representatives of Dantops International School, Owo. Please clap for them. Thank you, sit down. And we have students from Maxwell International School, Oto. Welcome, thank you. And we have, there's supposed to be 3. So who is not speaking? There's supposed to be 3. If you are not speaking, you can cross over to this side. Yes. I know you need to support. Cross over to this side. We don't want to contaminate the emphasis. Then the 3rd school is Supreme Touch International School. Thank you, you're welcome. And the 4th school is Laura Body International Secondary School. They are on their way, they have issues with their bus. Let's hope they get here on time to catch up with the debate, but we'll continue with what we are doing. So, the rules are very simple. Every school will be speaking for the topic. Commercializing food research is the best pathway to making agriculture economically sustainable. You all will be speaking for that topic. And for each school, we have 3 speakers. The chief speaker and 2 supporting speakers. The chief speaker will speak for 5 minutes, while the first supporting speaker will speak for 3 minutes, and the second supporting speaker will speak for 2 minutes. Then I think we should have 1 minute for the chief speaker to round up the debate. But we need a timekeeper. I need a volunteer to keep the time. But if we don't get a volunteer, okay, so please come and sit somewhere here so that we'll see. You put a stop, use your stopwatch. So, based on that, the judges will be judging you on the following criteria. We have assessment parameter, not designed by the judges, so or me. It was given to us by the institute. So every zone in Lagos is using this same assessment, because the winner from this zone is going to meet the winner from all the other zones at the finals on the 10th of June at Necker House, Alausa, Ikeja, for the grand finale of the debate. And for something that is attractive, and this year is our 50th year anniversary, the gift is super, it's something else. The prizes are massive. And I told you we have been doing this for the past 50 years. So we are, you know what we are doing. So, and I know for today a winner will emerge. And whoever wins the trophy, please, for my sake, go and do the debate properly, because you have been speaking on a different topic on that day. Because if Agbara Zone wins, now we will know.
Yes.
So I know you will not fail me. Thank you very much. So the parameters that are going to be used is your introduction, 15 marks. They are very transparent. Introduction, 15 marks. Appearance, that's your dressing, 10 marks. Your expression, 25 marks. Sentence structure, that is your fluency, 15 marks. Then your point arrangement, how you arrange your point and present, 30 marks. Then time management, 5 marks. Total 100 marks. And you are going to be having 3 judges. So there are 3 scores will be collated, and the average score make the grand final score of each school. Do we understand? Do you have any question, teachers? Do you have any question, pupils or students? Judges, do you have any question? There's one for final position. There's one for. You see, I wrote It's only one. So let's you have a question. Yes. Let me see. 15 plus 25. 15 plus 25 is 40. 50. It's 50 marks. It's 100 marks. 15 plus 10 plus 25. Okay. Introduction 15. Appearance 10. Expression 25. Sentence or structure 15. Point arrangement 30. And time management 5.
It's complete.
It's complete. It's not 100. How do we do understand that? That's good.
As I hate it, they thought to.
So, yes, they are fine. I did the best. First speaker, second speaker, third speaker. First speaker, second speaker, third speaker. First speaker, second speaker, third speaker. So each one, A is you will determine the school that is A. So you agree here, the one that comes on first, then that is what we use to grade. You grade. There's D, then you handle the calculation. You understand this? So because I'm going to can we start? Okay, so we are going to ballot the arrangement first, second.
So I have a question. For appearance, they are all in their school uniform.
Yes.
So it's not as though they are, in mufti, right? So are we giving them all 10 marks for?
No, appearance mark out because when we talk about appearance, the smartness of
Because I really want to know how we want to score this appearance.
The neatness.
Smartness, fitness, and completeness of the uniform.
Okay.
Like,
Don't give
where's the attendance?
No, attendance.
Let's see the attendance. Where's the attendance? I want everyone to relax so that when we start. Okay. We start attendance. There's no way to teach everybody. Is you there? Who has the attendance? So, the judges want us to do ballots. So, if you pick A1, you are speaking first. If you pick 2, you are speaking second. If you pick 3.
This nice.
Yeah, the D is already loud. So, this could pick one. This could pick one. No, she's a member.
C. B.
So, what's your school? Laptop is C. Laptop International School, C. Supreme Touch International School, B. So what Last Word International School, A. So there are A on the list. So arrange as appropriate. Please sit. So, give me that audio.
Yeah, it's long enough.
So, as a preamble, so the chief clerk are ready, our timekeeper is ready. First, chief speaker of each school, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Please write it down. The first speaker to speak in every school is 5 minutes. The second speaker, that's the first supporting speaker, 3 minutes. While the last speaker for each school is 2 minutes. So I'd like you to put alarm. I don't want you to stop them verbally. So once you hear the alarm, you know your time is up. Thank you very much. Do you understand? Once you hear the alarm of the stopwatch, so nobody is going to manipulate anything. You know your time is up. So we start with the hand over to the judge.
Good morning, greeted scholars. And standing on already established protocol, we are all welcome to the 12th debate contest with the topic commercializing food research is the best pathway to making agriculture economically sustainable. As we all know, in our different invitation letters, we all will be speaking for the topic. So that means our work here as judges today is already simplified in the sense that we are having everybody on the same side. For the rules, it has already been reeled out by Prof. And we still want to reiterate it so that you can stand strictly and adhere to the timing. We are going to have the chief speaker that will be coming up and speaking for just 5 minutes. Please stick to that 5 minutes. Then the supporting speaker will be speaking for 3 minutes, and the third supporting speaker will speak for 2 minutes. So I will indulge and welcome the first chief speaker from Last Word International School to climb up the podium. Your time starts now.
Good day, Honorable Chairperson, respected judges, members of the institutes, fellow debaters, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Master Amba Peter. I'm from one of the best secondary schools in the whole of Lagos State, National International School, and I'm here to stand for the motion which says commercializing food research is the best pathway to making agriculture economically sustainable. First off, what is agriculture? Agriculture is the cultivation of land and rearing of animals for different purposes, and it feeds over 8 billion people worldwide. Yet, in many nations, its immense characterized by its low income, low productivity, and limited growth. The major reason is clear that most of the agricultural researches remain confined in laboratories and academic journals, far removed from farmers who need it the most. That is why I and my team stand firmly for the motion which says commercializing food research is the best pathway to making agriculture economically sustainable. First off, commercialization translates agricultural research into practical, scalable solutions for farmers. Government alone lack the financial and logistical capacity to develop and distribute new agricultural technologies at scale. So when the private sectors invest in it, it accelerates the distribution and dissemination of input seeds, crop protection, fertilizers, and mechanized equipment. This is evident in East Africa. Hybrid maize has increased its use by 50%, while in Asia, cotton has also significantly raised both farmers' income and productivity. Commercialization guides the bridge between discovery and application. Secondly, commercialization in agriculture aligns with market demand. Market-driven research produces crop, input, and processing methods that respond directly to consumer and industrial needs. This creates strong linkages between farmers and marketers. This creates linkages between farmers and marketers and increases export system. Thirdly, commercialization builds the comprehensive value chain necessary for making agriculture economically sustainable. Through this economical sustainability, agriculture extends beyond crop yield. This requires efficient processing, packaging, transportation, and export system. Commercialization stimulates investment across the entire value chain, creating employment opportunities for youth and women, attracting foreign and direct investment, and also enhancing export system. The examples of Netherlands and Israel demonstrate that even nations with limited arable land can still compete with global competitiveness through a robust commercialized ecosystem. We anticipate that opposition may argue that commercialization may marginalize smallholder farmers. While this concern is legitimate, it's an issue of policy and regulation, not of principle. But the government also can implement safeguards such as pricing control, subsidies, and public-private partnerships which ensure equitable access while preserving the incentives for innovation. In conclusion, commercialization mobilizes capital, connects farmers to profitable market, and builds the infrastructure necessary for long-term agricultural viability. If agriculture wants to be economically sustainable, it has to be treated and managed as an enterprise and not as a charitable endeavor. For these reasons, I and my team respectfully urge the House to vote in favor of the motion. I rest my case. Thank you.
Please let's jam our hands together for the chief speaker from the Lafayette International School. Immediately we will move over So immediately we will move over to the chief speaker of the second school year, Supreme Judge International School. We move to the podium. Your time starts now.
A nation which feeds well prospers, but a nation which fails to invest in agricultural innovation prepares itself for economic struggles. Good day, Mr. Chairman, distinguished panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, and attentive audience. My name is Agbara Zone, and I humbly stand here before you in support of the notion which states commercializing food research is the best pathway to making agriculture economically sustainable. The primary difference between a hobby and a business is nothing more than a skill. Economic sustainability simply requires a shift from farming to feed a family to farming to feed a nation. When we commercialize, we do not just grow food, we grow industries. A typical example is our breakfast table. The bread you ate this morning didn't just come from a backyard garden. No, it came from a vast commercial wheat field that offers various job opportunities in wheat production, bakery, and even retail. Let's be honest with ourselves. In this 21st century, how many young people do you see nowadays dream of toiling endless hours under the scorching sun with a manual hoe, laboring endlessly only to earn minimal income from subsistence farming? Probably is not even up to 1% of the society population. The truth remains the same that agriculture can only become economically sustainable if farmers stop producing merely to survive and produces to feed an economy. Subsistence farming may feed a family, no doubt, but it does not feed an economy. However, when food research is commercialized, it makes agriculture more modern, profitable, and definitely attractive. Research introduces innovations such as improved seedlings, mechanized farming, adequate food processors, adequate storage facilities. And this research creates opportunities for better investment, exploitation, and economic growth. In addition to that, in Nigeria, it is not that we do not grow enough food. It is that we lose a massive chunk of what we grow before it even reaches the targeted audience. A typical example is that of tomatoes. During the peak harvest season, Mount 12 markets in Lagos and markets in Kano, or even your average Agbara market, is loaded with tomatoes, and the prices drop drastically. Yet, because we lack food processing research, commercialized food processing research, thousands of those baskets rot away on the highway due to poor storage. Or consider your average fruits, such as mangoes and oranges, that you see every day. During mango season, we see mountains of mango sold for practically nothing, and yet many still rot by the roadside. If research are made into fruit juice concentrates, a local factory can buy these mangoes in bulk, process them, and supply them to companies like Chivita all year round. Distinguished judges, agriculture is no longer about hoes, cutlasses, or farmlands. Gone are the days farmers are condescended upon. Commercialization does not destroy agriculture. Rather, it elevates it. It transforms scientific research into practical solutions. As Chief Olusegun Obasanjo said, agriculture is the future of Nigeria, and the future starts with what we invest in today. Thank you.
Please, we can do better than that. Let's jam our hands together for the chief speaker from Support Touch International School. I will quickly move over to the chief speaker from Captors International School. You have the podium. And your time starts now.
Imagine a small-scale farmer in a remote village, now struggling with drought and poor soil. Now, picture a breakthrough. Drought-resistant seeds developed in a lab halfway across the world. Now tell me, what stands between them? Every year, billions of nairas and dollars, dollars are being pumped into food research, yet nearly 800 million people remain hungry. Why? Because innovation alone doesn't feed the world, commercialization does. But wait, what's commercialization? Commercialization means taking new discoveries, innovations, and ideas and transforming them into something that people, companies, and businesses can use and buy. Food research, on the other hand, is the study and investigation of food. What's in it, how it's made, how it affects our health, how we can make it safer, better, or healthier. Now, when we combine these two concepts together, commercializing food research simply means taking the new discoveries about food and then transforming them into real products, services, and solutions that consumers like you and I can use, like the farmers in our country too can use. Before I proceed, I would love to give honor to whom honor is due. Mr. Chairman, panel judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen, good day. I'm Agbara Sophia Chidusoma, a student from Damtos International Secondary School, and with me as my supporting speakers, I have John Moses and Keme Lucia. Now I stand before you all to strongly support the motion that states that commercializing food research is the best pathway to making agriculture economically sustainable. When we talk about making agriculture economically sustainable, what story are we really telling? Is it a story of endless research, innovations, and ideas, or is it a story of tradition, resilience, and community wisdom? Now, could there be other pathways like subsidies, agroecology, policy reforms, or grassroots movements that are considered to be the best solution? Today, I ask you all to consider among all these pathways, why does commercialized food research have the unique capacity of transforming now not just our farms, but entire food systems, communities, societies, and economies? Firstly, I would like you all to know that economic sustainability cannot and will never be separated from environmental sustainability. Because what commercialized food research does is to enhance technology like biofertilizers that reduces resources, that increases resources efficiency, such as reducing water, energy, and chemical inputs, without degrading the natural resources which are depended on, while ensuring that productivity is maintained or otherwise increased. Also, many times they say that commercialized food research actually places profit before the welfare of small-scale farmers and eventually environmental well-being. But let's be realistic, let's be honest. Commercialized food research brings the skills and the resources and makes them possible to ensure that sustainable innovations are made available to small-scale farmers who otherwise may never benefit from these researches. Additionally, in our economy lies the unspoken doubt that economic sustainability cannot be achieved through market-driven commercialization. You know why? It is said that our markets prioritize short-term gains over long-term gains. But let's be realistic about markets. Today, we all know that our markets are increasingly shaped and driven by the demand for sustainability, tradition, resilience, and economic functions altogether. Finally, I would love to see that commercialization goes a long way in our lives. It goes a long way in food increase. It goes a long way in waste reduction. Take, for instance, our country, Nigeria. We all know that there are various agricultural commodities like tomatoes, mangoes, and of course, like our host said, the sweet potatoes. Now, these commodities have their own seasons. It's not common knowledge. They have their seasons. Once in their seasons, they are abundant. You see them everywhere. Traders try to sell them off at cheaper price, and then family try to consume them all to prevent waste reduction. But let's be honest with ourselves. After all this effort, we find out that a large percentage of them go to waste. Why? Because commercialization hasn't reached that agricultural sector. It hasn't reached our economy. It hasn't reached our country, Nigeria. Finally, the question isn't about whether we can afford commercialized food research. No, it's about whether we can afford not to. As we stand at this critical crossroad, I ask you all to imagine the faces out there. Farmers waking early before dawn, and then families whose livelihood depends on the farm. Children whose future depends on abundant and affordable food. If we do not embrace the transformative power of commercialized food research, how many more will be left there? How many much more harvests will be left there, rotting, wasting, while our families remain hungry? Now, this isn't about economics. No, it's not about economics. We all study as students in school, the study of scarcity. No, it's not about market. Market we go to negotiating every day. It's about commercialization, the hope, survival of humans. Commercialization, I believe, is a bridge that carries science from the lab to the hands of those who need it, who feed our world, who feed our country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The chief speaker from Doctors International School. We have heard from the chief speakers, the lead debaters from the different schools, and I think we can just do nothing than to give them a round of applause once again. They have all tried. They have given us real reasons why we should be thinking about commercializing food research. And they have been able to convince us, but not really, we are not yet convinced. So that is why we are going to push that tax to their supporting speakers. And I'll be calling on the supporting speaker one from Laswell International School to take the podium for the next 3 minutes.
Good day, everyone. My name is Nawali Bat. I'm from Laswell International Secondary School. As my colleague, the first speaker, has established that commercialization of food research moves agriculture from subsistence to profitability by turning food research into usable tools, linking farmers with markets and building food value chain. I am Lawa, and I'll build on that by showing you how commercialization of food research drives efficiency and economic sustainability through efficiency, resilience, and global competitiveness. Firstly, commercialization of food research drives efficiency and reduces waste across agricultural systems. When research is commercialized, it is tested against real market needs. This is why companies only invest in technologies that increase yield, reduce loss, and lower costs. This commercialized cassava processing in Nigeria cuts post-harvest from over 40% to under 50%, while creating new income streams for farmers. Without commercialization, these efficiency gains remain in journals, not on farms. Secondly, commercialization of food research builds resilience against climate and market shocks. Agriculture faces increasing threats from drought, pests, and price volatility. Commercialization produces drought-resistant seeds, disease-resistant livestock breeds, and data-driven farming systems, which help farmers adapt quickly. Third, commercialization helps agriculture to compete globally. Countries like the Netherlands and Israel dominate high-value exports by turning research into proprietary technologies and branded products. Commercialization also gives the condition for Nigerian agriculture to do the same. In conclusion, commercialization of food research makes agriculture efficient by cutting risk, resilient by enabling adaptation, and competitive by opening global markets. For these reasons, my team and I strongly urge for the House to vote for our motion. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very apt and straight to the point. We call on the supporting speaker for Supreme Court International School to do justice by supporting for the next 3 minutes. The time starts now.
All protocols duly observed. My name is Tidani Ikmat. I stand here today as the supporting speaker to strongly support the motion, which says commercializing food research is the best practice to make agriculture economically sustainable. Agriculture is no longer just about planting crops with cutlasses and hoes. The world has changed. Nations that succeed in agriculture today are nations that invest in research and turn those discovery into real business opportunity. In 1985, Peter Drucker once said, "Innovation is the specific instrument for entrepreneurship." Therefore, when food research is commercialized, scientists' discoveries become real business opportunity. Imagine a farmer who worked hard for months, only for pests, poor storage, low quality crops to destroy his harvest. That farmer may lose hope in agriculture. But Norman Butler once said, "You can't build peace with empty stomach." Through commercialization of food research, farmers gain access to better seed, safer preservative methods, modern techniques, facilities, and good storage system. That is the power of commercialization. That is the importance of commercialization. It's changing agriculture from struggling to succeeding. It's changing farming from survivor to business. It's changing ideas from laboratory into real solutions to the nation. Commercialization creates opportunity beyond farm. Food processing factories, packaging industries, marketers, and exporters all benefit from agricultural innovation. This means more employment for youth and more revenue for the nation. Economically, a country that commercializes food research spends less on food importation and earn more through food exportation. Adam Smith in 1976 explained that the wealth of a nation depends on productive labor. Culturally, our local food like cassava, palm oil, or local spices can be processed and exported to other countries. This means we promote our culture while making profit. A nation that adds value to local value adds value to economy. Ladies and gentlemen, research alone cannot feed a hungry nation when it is not commercialized. Therefore, commercializing food research make ideas become industries, farmers become entrepreneurs, agriculture become wealth, job, and national growth. Therefore, commercialization is not just the best practice to make agriculture economically sustainable. It is the strongest bridge between discovery and prosperity. I strongly support the motion. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The supporting speaker too from Supreme Court International School. We quickly move straight to the supporting speaker from Laptops International School. Your time starts now.
Commercialization means taking an idea, process, or product and turning it into something that can be sold, distributed, and used to make money in the market. Ladies and gentlemen, if you leave food research and labs and dusty journals, so basically telling the world, yes, we know how to feed 10 billion people sustainably, but we're just too broke and too slow to actually do it. Now that's not research, that's just performance art. Commercialization is the only way to drag these ideas out of the lab, scale them, and make them actually change the economy. Anything else is just expensive wishful thinking. So, apart from my chief speaker, I will be giving you more reasons why commercializing food research is best practice making agriculture economically sustainable. But before that, I would like to give one or two more noise deal. Good day, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, happy timekeeper, co-debaters, and my wonderful audience. My name is John Moses, a grade 11 learner of Downtown International School. Firstly, commercializing food research turns research into actual use. Lab research papers don't feed people or change farming practices. Research without commercialization is knowledge trapped in academia, that is, research discoveries remain stuck in the research world and are not available to the public without commercialization. Secondly, commercializing food research drives investment into food processing and waste valorization tech. Lab research on things like extending shelf life and upcycling food waste rarely scale without capital. Labs can come up with excellent and top-notch ideas, but they don't have the money that is the funds to build factories, run plants, or even test things at big scale. When big companies pick up the research, they invest real money and make it actually happen. Without commercialization, research on things like using enzymes to cut food spoilage will never leave the bench. Furthermore, commercialization generates jobs and economic growth in the agricultural sector. Right now, sustainable agriculture means a professor writes an article and that's it. Nothing changes in the actual terms. When companies pick up this research, they build factories, they run plants, move things around and sell it. As a result, transporters, factory workers, and salespeople all get employed. So instead of sustainable agriculture being expensive and useless, it becomes a real business that employs people and feeds thousands. Just like how Denmark took dairy research and turned it into companies and now grows their local economy and puts food on tables. Lastly, yes, there are risks of corporate control and unequal access, but these problems are solved by competition, open licensing, and regulation. So, I conclude, commercializing food research is the best pathway to making agriculture economically sustainable because it makes the economy, it grows the economy, and that is how we feed people around us and protect the planet. Thank you.
Let's clap our hands together for him. And as well as we I think let's move straight to the third round. And let's call on the.
Sorry, sir.
Okay.
Okay, we're supposed to have a.
There's supposed to be some people, I think.
We're supposed to have a short break. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue.
I think it's full. And later on, we can have. Okay. We are supposed to have a short break, but I think I'm enjoying this debate. Please, let's jam our hands together for all the speakers. At the moment, I was saying that you are giving us easy tasks, since all of you are supporting the same motion. But I think the way my co-judges here, the way they are sweating even in the AC, you guys are just so wonderful. Please jam your hands together for yourself again. So we will just call on the supporting speaker 2 for Laswell International School to climb the podium to support the chief speaker. And you have just 2 minutes to do that, and the time starts now.
Good day, everyone. My name is Udusi Confidence, and I'm from Laswell International School. And I'm here to elaborate on the topic, which is commercializing food research as a key to economically sustainable agriculture. Agriculture feeds the world, yet for millions of smallholder farmers, it remains a cycle of low output, low income, and vulnerability. The challenge is not that we lack knowledge about academic papers, and the challenge is not that we lack knowledge about academic papers into the hands of those who know them. Commercializing food research closes that gap. It transforms scientific discoveries into products, services, and systems that farmers can access, use, and profit from. First, commercialization helps with the adoption and impact of agricultural innovations. Public funding for research is essential, but it is limited to slow and rich skill. Public funding for private sector involvement introduces capital, marketing capacity, network distributions that public investments alone cannot provide. When a new seed varieties, fertilizer formulas, or farm management tools commercialized, companies have the necessity of making them available, reliable, and affordable where farmer operates. Secondly, commercializing food reserve focuses on solving the problem that the market values, such as improving production, reducing spoilage, etc. In conclusion, if agriculture is to move for subsistence prosperity, it must be treated as a business, and a business only grows when research is commercialized. For this reason, commercializing food research is the most effective pathway of making agriculture economically sustainable. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Immediately we call the Supreme Church International Schools supporting speaker 2. You have the podium for the next 2 minutes, and your time starts now.
Good day, honorable judges. All protocols will go. My name is Agbara Zone, and I stand in strong support of the motion given by my other team member. Thomas Jefferson once said, agriculture is our wisest portion because it will, in the end, contribute most to real wealth. Distinguished judges, this quote by Thomas Jefferson perfectly relates to the motion before the House today because it highlights agriculture as a major source of wealth and economic growth. However, in this modern world, agriculture can only truly contribute to this real wealth when research and innovation are properly commercialized. In Nigeria today, agriculture without adequate research and commercialization can only take us so far. Commercialization transforms agriculture from mere subsistence farming into a profitable business venture. Commercialization enables food processing, packaging, branding, and exportation, just to mention a few. It also improves profit and wealth generation. Commercialization improves productivity. Scientific research has introduced better seeds, disease-resistant varieties, modern storage methods, and many more. When this scientific research are commercialized and made available to farmers, it increases farmers' productivity, thereby increasing their income and leading to greater economic sustainability for the entire agricultural sector. A huge percentage of agricultural produce are lost yearly as a result of post-harvest losses. When research commercialization is made available to farmers, farmers lose fewer products, thereby enabling them to be able to make more yield. Thus, this further proves that agriculture is only made more valuable when research and commercialization is involved. Thus, having thoroughly explained my points and having removed all doubting Thomases within you, I believe there is no doubt that research commercialization only increases agriculture.
Thank you very much. Please let's have our hands together. Better than that for the speaker from Supreme Church International School. Immediately we move over to the supporting speaker from Doctors International School. And you have the podium for the next 2 minutes. Your time starts now.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeepers, co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dikembe Misia, a grade 11 learner supporting Doctors International School. Now, my chief speaker had already explained the meaning and importance of the motion, while I'm going to emphasize mainly on the importance. Now, without wasting any much time, these are the importance of commercializing food research. Firstly and mainly, it improves farmers' income. With improved seeds and modern farming techniques, farmers produce more food and earn more money. This simply means that the more farmers harvest, the more money they get. Secondly, it reduces food wastage. Through better storage systems like cold room and processing methods, harvested crops do not spoil easily, and this saves farmers from a lot of loss. Thirdly, it creates jobs for many people. Commercial agriculture leads to industries like food processing, packaging, transport, and research, which employ many people. Finally, it attracts investment and modern technology. When agriculture becomes sustainable, investors bring in machines and innovations that make farming easier and more productive. Now, even though some may argue that commercializing food research harms traditional farming or destroys it, I strongly disagree with that because it doesn't harm or destroy it, it only improves and strengthens it. In conclusion, commercializing food research is not an option, but a necessity for a strong and sustainable agricultural economy. Now, without commercializing food research, agriculture remains slow and limited, but with it, agriculture becomes productive, sustainable, and improved. Commercializing food research is not the problem, but the solution, and therefore, with these few but vital points of mine, I strongly support the motion. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we have come to the end of the first round, and I want to believe even the audience will know that these young scholars have actually done justice to this topic today. We have been able to learn valuable points here that they have raised, talking about processing technologies, climate smart agriculture, adaptability of our crops. Please, let's jam our hands together. We will quickly take a short break, and when we reconvene, we'll be having the closing statements from the chief speakers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our panel of judges. Please, a very sounding round of applause. And another big thank you for the participating schools. Like I told you in my introduction, I said they are going to give us, they are going to bombard us with points. Me, I've taken my own, I've noted mine. Because my research, I'm going to commercialize it. And I've gotten some tips from them. So thank you very much. And I know whoever, don't they know about who wins or who doesn't win or who loses. It's about learning, sharing knowledge, networking, and meeting ourselves and trying to solve the common problem that is affecting all of us as Nigerians. So the floor is open for interaction. We are not debaters, but we contribute to the discourse while the judges are doing justice to what they have collated. So, do we have questions? Do we have comments? Do we have anything to talk about? The floor is open now, and light refreshment is going on. So, it's open. Anybody want to say anything? You want to ask me any question? You want to say anything? Don't look at me, you should talk. When I talk, Nigerian problem. Food insecurity. We as food science practitioners must contribute to the discourse. Thank you.
While she was talking, she was looking directly at me. I mean, she wanted me to say something. So, in NIFST, we say, or even when you start the course, food science and technology, they always remind you that the science of food is the science of survival. And then it will also be good to know that the food industry is widely recognized as the largest industry in the world. When you look at the entire value chain from farm, agriculture, and then you look at processing and preservation and packaging, and then when you also look at the logistics aspect of it, you would see that it is employing over 1 billion people across the entire planet. So, it's really big. And I remember when I got admission to study food science and technology, my mom, we visited one of my uncles. Please remember, I actually wanted to study medicine, right? And then after so many attempts, I decided, let me look elsewhere. So I picked food science and technology. And then when we went to visit my uncle, my mom was happy to say, my son now has admission to the school. And then when he asked what course, I said, food science and technology. Please, without demeaning the course that, I'll talk about now. I'm just trying to say what my uncle said. He now looked at my mom and said, you want to send your son to the higher institution to go and learn how to cook? And even me then, I didn't know, so much about food science and technology. And then I started feeling bad. But when I got to school, I realized that it was so much more. And then, there are different aspects. You have the food microbiology, food chemistry, food engineering, and then food quality assurance, right? So all of this. When we are doing our food engineering, there's a course we call engineering, and then you have your board and your T-square. I had 3 roommates. One of them was mechanical engineering student, and then the other one was elect. And then they would look at me every day. I carry that board and T-square. That am I supposed to be taking this to class, or am I supposed to be taking stove and pots to class? That what am I going to class with T-square and board? But when you leave and then you realize, like I said, to know that it is the biggest industry in the world, right? What I'm saying is to also help you. It's to help you to understand, especially when you're making career choices, that you have very big opportunity in the food industry. Thank you.
It's so good to be in your presence. I just want to chip in on research and commercializing it.
Please introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Mrs. Ayodele Olubumi. I'm from Bikola, so I'm a NIFST member. I just want to support commercializing agriculture. From the history of the company where I work, sorry I'm introducing, it's not just advertising, but how they started was through agriculture, food crops. At that time, there was an embargo on a particular drink. It was like a family that so particular foods can be developed into that drink. That is how these drinks come about. If they have left it, they saw that the product was getting wasted, and at the end of the day, and these people need that particular product in which it is scarce. The family just come together and say, let's take this product, process it, and this is how they process it, and that product is in more than 10 countries today. All because of food processing and through commercializing it. The Lord will help us in Nigeria.
Thank you. Any more comments? I don't want to say. The teachers don't want to talk. Teachers, it's your fault.
Teachers, they don't come. We start from the first teacher that came before.
Okay, still standing on the existing protocol. I would like to say, though I am not in the science field, I actually take English language, and when this topic was said I was a bit skeptical because I was like, what is this one again? This grammar, is it not too much? First, they came to me, they're like, wow, just explain this thing to us. Let's just know the foundation and that. And in fact, seeing other debaters and all, I'm really overwhelmed. And I just pray that they too, they will not be surprised. They will take this out of just the 4 walls of this conference room
and think about other ways that not only, it's not a must to be a doctor, to be a lawyer or something. There are other aspects when it comes to making career choices. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope your students are science students.
They are all science.
They hope they use your English language come and correct it. Your school is very smart, but we expect, though yes, you need English to communicate, but you need the skill and the knowledge, the concept to be able to present it. Because one of the guidelines that your student must be science student participate in this debate. So your school took a smart route. I would not what other schools did.
Mrs. Olagi, I take English as well. And the topic is a broad topic because it talks about agriculture as the backbone of any economy and countries. And in this view, our students have explored their tentacles and have done their research. And with this topic given to them, they believe that it is not only agriculture for agricultural students, but it is always agriculture for sciences at large. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So you must stop. You are from Supreme Touch. I am laptop. So let's get going. Everybody's going to even the principal.
Thank you so much.
The judges are sweating it out.
Okay, all protocols are good. The speaker of NIFST International. I'm amazed, and I and my students are excited to be here. Although when we got the notification, we were like, just a week notification for the debate, we were like, how we going to do it? And we were having tests in our school. So the students were reading for tests. Thank you, ma'am. The students were reading for tests. At the same time, we were doing back-to-back marathon rehearsal for this debate because we were like, no, we just have to make our research on the topic. It's a beautiful topic. In short, the topic it opened my eyes to so many things about agriculture. Personally, I do not have any interest in agriculture. I don't even personally, like I said. But yeah, I ate. Yeah. But then with this topic, I also made my research, and it's made me fell in love with some things about nutrition and agriculture. So this is a good one, and I must commend the organizing committee and the institute for this beautiful and amazing seminar. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for the teacher. But we have the principal. You know, I work in this institution. So we have our own school, and I have passion for that school. And the principal is I was not invited and said, oh, you are the one. So she has to talk to us. So they do one thing they want to introduce her, she stepped out. She's the principal of Laswell International School.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I want to appreciate the organizers of this program, and I also want to appreciate the Institute for putting up a program as beautiful as this. One thing I am happy about this afternoon is the passion that I've seen in all the students. They have demonstrated a lot of passion for the topic, and I also appreciate the level of the preparation of the students this afternoon. I think I love their gesture, love the way they've been able to show a lot of commitment towards the topic, and I'm so happy about it. And on the theme for this year, one thing that fascinates me about it is the fact that our research will no longer stay in our libraries. So we can work on this research and make them reality. And we can even make income and get revenue from all this research. So gone are the days when we had the era of after 5 years, after 10 years, we go and burn all the projects. But now we know that from the aspect of science, the aspect of food, the aspect of nutrition, we can continue to develop, and we see that all these things will help to improve the Nigerian economy. Thank you so much.
Well said, well said. Children, yeah. So what we are talking about is promoting food science and technology. And I hope you started thinking in that direction. You start the career.
Yes.
Start thinking of when you are taking jam for. All you need to know, all the science, we are talking of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, it's the same thing. We are there. So start thinking of studying food science and technology as a discipline. That's what happened when you are borrowing. You borrow their home, so I dey give their thing. So saying you are a family, we share resources. So how we started, what's the idea? I'm doing it what's the idea? The science subjects, biology, chemistry, physics. There's some of you like further maths, it's an additional, but you do it. So you are a science student, all the science subjects. They are good. And for the YX subject, I know all of you credit all your 9 subjects. Right? I just consider it, just put it there. Your destiny may be tilting in there. And maybe that's why you are here. What I'm practicing today, I didn't want to be a home economist or a nutritionist. I wanted to be a biochemist. And I filled my jam form. I did it. Then, in those days, it's not jam form, there was no jam form then. We were doing an entrance exam. You go to the university, you do entrance examination. But when the result came out, they gave me home economy. I was crying. They said I should go to the department first. I went to the department to complain. Apparently, the head of the department saw something in me. She refused to release me. I said, God, they have to release me so that I can go to biology, biochemistry. She said no. She said, okay. Then she was a Ghanaian. She now said, why don't you try and start? Let's see how you go. And before you knew it, I started enjoying it. But I was scared. They said, you will sow, you will do this. You know, the way they said is only, there's nothing I cannot do now because home economics prepares you for life skill. It gives you all the skills. So you are going to study chemistry, biology, physics, math, geography, history, economics. Every discipline is inside home economics. And that is why I'm very proud of myself. I've never broke because I will just think I have something to do. My hand has skill. So what I'm telling you is that when you are in the study of any of the discipline that has to do with the 3 basic needs of man, food, shelter, and what? Clothing, you will never be irrelevant to the society. All you need to do is to put on your thinking cap, get the prerequisite knowledge properly. Don't just while away time and be running, getting runs for your scores. Get the knowledge. The sky is your limit. And it's easier for you now. In nowadays, you move from town to town, library to library. Your library is in your pocket, any phone. The internet is there. And you can get anything. AI has even made it easier. If you just give you a background, That doesn't mean if you copy AI, you fail. Because AI itself will tell you, I'm not a human being. I have limits. So if you come to the lecturer that is grounded in AI, you cannot move further. Because you have to, AI just to guide you on the outline. Then you now take it up and expand on it. So I love the way you are spoken. You are intelligent children, beautiful and handsome, full of energy, full of knowledge. So sustain it. And I know God will see you through, make it, whatever discipline you choose. But you make it better if you choose food science. Our judge is ready. Okay, you can see you gave our judge his problem. Oh, you see, the competition is very, very tight because even me, I wasn't judging, but when we speak, I'll say, okay, excellent. Then you come and say, I'll say, no. You see, you come and speak and say, Another I will say, I say, even better. So it was like, it was better. So they are now trying to work it out. So I don't envy them. I don't want to be in their position at all. Now, let me just give you what we have going forward. By the time the results are out, the fourth school couldn't make it, so they are disqualified already. So we now have 3 schools. So we are going to have first, second, and third. And this is the preliminary stage. We are not supposed to have any sharing of anything, but we have generous people among us. One of our members have donated 30,000 to the best school. Wow. So they are going to share 10,000 today for the first school. Another of our members has bought some gifts for every school. Every man will take something away. Then for everybody that came, there is small something that you hold. Souvenir. Then we have food. Plenty of food. Correct food though, don't be anyhow. Very tasty, you can smell the. And one of our members gave us cake. If I have birthday. I was saying, let me fix one. I will finish it. I finished it. People thinking they will give me another one. So that is how we behave in our institute. Everybody is family. So we have a lot of things that we do that. And this is just the preliminary stage. So imagine when you now go, and you win, you go to because one of you today, one school today, is going to Necker House on the 10th. That is our grand finale. That's our result. Please clap for us. And that summit, we have captains of industry, the academia, it covers that are going to be there. One of our key speakers is the MP of Spectral Chikute. Our guest of honor is the MD of Bua Food. You must have heard of Bua Food. Bua Food, you heard of Dangote Food. The other side is Bua Food. It's going to be there. Then there is another practitioner. He has been in the food industry for over 40 years. He's into biochemistry, food processing, and microbiology. For over 40 years, he's the chairman of the education. We also have people in the academia. We are going to have a panel discussion, a symposium, where people will come and talk to us. We discuss the theme. We have a lecturer from the University of Ibadan. She's an entrepreneur, she's a lecturer, she's a regulator because she wants to work with what's that? FIRO, like Federal Institute of Industrial Research. She's been on the panel. We have students, postgraduate and undergraduate students that have done research. They are going to come to have a round table and discuss. Then also have those of us that are consumers of food will be there to learn. So it's a big, and this is our 50th anniversary. We are inducting new members into the institute. You do know where Necker Hall is in Alamsa Ikeja? That is the hub, central business district of Ikeja. If you do like this, governor, so that's his office there. If you do like this, House of Assembly is there. If you do like this, judiciary is there. So the fact that we are even going to a new environment, and you meet a lot, and you are going to meet other schools. There's the Ikorodu zone, NAFDAC zone, Sun zone, Firo zone, the Island zone, Mainland zone, schools from those zones. They are doing what we have. Some did yesterday, some are doing tomorrow, Monday, and next week. The winners from all those schools are coming that you are going to compete with. So it's an exciting opportunity to change your lives and change your environment. So I want to ask, do you have any questions you want to ask us? Among the students. Do you have any questions for me? Then ask me. You want to be like me, ask me how, and I will tell you. So ask me any question. Ask anybody here any question. You are cool. So when we are with the judges, maybe the refreshments and go round. Then we take, after the result is announced, we share our gifts and we take photographs and we say bye and exchange phone numbers so that when we see another day, you know, by the time I need something from that store, I just call. Hello, please, I need this, I need something from students. So our own is our own, yes, we are here. I come there, they will drive me. 2 months. Yeah, my colleagues will drive me. So they are here, my colleagues, even though they are not in the same profession. I'm even planning to win them into our own 72. So that they'll be enjoying what we are doing. Don't you see our kids? We are enjoying, yes. The institute feeds us with a lot of things that make life easy for us. So while we are waiting them to conclude, can they do the rounding up, sir?
Yes.
So while this one, I'm the one moderating this rounding up. I think I want to hear more from you. So can chief speaker of the first school, that's my list. The first school A is Supreme Touch, right? Last week, chief speaker of last week, Mr. Mba Peter, to come and give us his closing statement. 1 minute.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Let's have that one.
Yes, sorry.
Thank you for this opportunity. In closing, I hope I'll be able to convince you that commercializing food research is the best way to make agriculture economically sustainable because it leads farmers to markets, it turns research into real tools, and it builds the value chain that creates jobs and profit. And it also transitions agriculture from subsistence farming to a viable, profit-oriented enterprise. Thank you for your time and attention.
Next. Okay.
Next, please.
The next speaker. The next speaker from Supreme Touch. Miss Agbara Mildred.
Commercialization does not just benefit the farmer. It creates a wider range of economic opportunities, especially in the packaging department. When foods are processed and packaged properly, it increases their value. It creates room for foreign investors. It allows them to compete in the foreign markets, in the international market. Your average day agricultural products like tomatoes turn to canned paste, or your fishes turn to sardine and geisha. All this is done through commercialization. Commercialization does not withhold agriculture, rather it elevates it. It grows agriculture from beyond subsistence to sustainability, to profitability and economic growth. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And the third speaker from the third school, that touch, right? Is Chibu Soma.
Just imagine, globally, about 30% of harvests are being lost during post-harvest activities. Just imagine our country where the latest food research sits idle in the lab while the fields remain barren, farmers continue to struggle, and then foods continue to waste. I strongly believe that with commercialized food research, such as the crop commercialization shift going on in Nigeria, the cassava commercialization in Abia State, the commercial agricultural development project currently going on here in our country, the production of various varieties, such as the processing of sweet potato powders from sweet potatoes, can be made highly possible, so thereby eventually increasing productivity as well as reducing food loss, as well as boosting the economic activities of our country here in Nigeria. So the question isn't whether we can afford this. No, the question is whether we can afford to ignore commercialized food research. The question is whether we can afford to ignore the pathway that holds the promise for a sustainable future of all. Now, the answer, I believe, is very clear, very, very clear. I believe we should choose commercialized food research now, not just as a strategy, but as a commitment to humanity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We can do better than that. Thank you so much. And that brings the debate to a close. Another big round of applause for all our speakers. And I now hand over the microphone to our chief judge. That have been sweating, drinking water, cracking his voice. I don't envy you at all. So give us the result of the school's debate.
Thank you, Prof. Yes, it has been keenly contested, and I'm so proud of our teachers. Our presidents will have to stand up for you. You are doing a very great job in the lives of these great scholars. The Lord Almighty continue to bless you and uphold your own children as well. In the mighty name of Jesus. What we are seeing here, I had while we were calculating and rummaging our grades, I had one of our educators was complaining that it was a very short period of time. And I couldn't help but still wonder how these great pupils were able to deliver within that shortest time. And I'm very sure that whosoever will be emerging here today, whichever school that will be emerging here today, I will just employ the teachers to work on them very well, because I believe that Agbara Zone must be the overall winner. Yes, by the grace of God. Yes. In fact, we have the materials here, and with just few corrections, a few observations, I know that definitely they will go places. Now, after the collation, I will start from the rear. With the total points of 217 points, with a total average of 72 marks, and coming at the rear, at the third position, we have a great team. Please, let's jam my hands together for Daptos International School. Daptos International School. They are coming third. In fact, we don't know. It has to be, we have to, thank God, we are having 3 judges here. I think the organizers, they did well by having 3 judges. If not, there would have been a tie. And maybe we will not live here today. We would have gone for another round. But thank God, because of the odd number, we are able to arrive at that. And quickly to the first runner-up, with the second position, with a total mark of 225 and an average of 75 marks, we have Lastway International School.
Yes. You see, by the time that we come up with the winners score an average mark, then you know the race is rough. Why we have been having a problem here. With the first coming first overall winner representing Agbara Zone with a total mark of 227 marks and an average score of 76. Just one. It is a percentage of approximation that carried you to be first. And that is not as good as Supreme Court International School. Please, let's have our hands together. Stand up. Let's move forward. Those are the winners of today. The competition was still contested to show that they all are very brilliant. I wish that they will be accepting first, second, third, and we just say, wow, I recommend every one of them. Please, congratulations once again. Now, to better our position in the upcoming national or state competition, please, we employ our educator. Who is the educator? Okay, and you came early. Prepared. That's very good. Thank you very much. Please, you see, you have not done anything yet. Let me put it that way. Please go back and do justice to. We don't know the next topic, but I know that definitely the next topic will come in earlier than this. So please do justice to it. My guest speaker there, you were having your hands in your pockets while you were debating. That was why you had a very low mark. Yes, you are the one that actually brought the mark of that school down. The chief speaker did so well. Then, my Elijah, your pronunciation was extraordinary. Please, please, let us normalize our environment. We are not bothered about how they pronounce. When you pronounce expert, I think it's okay. But there's some words that you shouldn't overdo. I think, okay, your English teacher brought you, Abi. The English teacher brought them. So you are the one that taught them intonation, exploration, commercialization. No, please, just speak normal when you go for the state contest, please. So that you can flow with your audience. Exactly. Congratulations to you. And congratulations to the first runner-up, last word, and as well to the top position, Captains International. Your prizes will be given to you. We have finished our task, and I think I'll hand over to my able prof.
Thank you very much, sir.
Please, a round of applause to our judges. I hope you are not leaving. We are not through the program. Special thank you, Dr. Jala and his team, for a beautiful job done. Special thanks to the teachers that prepared the students, and special thanks to the students that participated. It's now time to give prizes and call on Mr. Uche and Mrs. Ayodele to come and help us with the certificates. We give certificates for participating at our programs. So give certificates of participation to the 3 schools. Please, when you get back to your school, frame it and put in your office. It's very important for record purposes. And you were part of what. If you come to our secretariat also, we have a hall of fame for all schools that have participated in our activities. So I call on my colleagues, Supreme Church International School,
No, it's the teachers that will collect the certificate.
Okay.
Yes, it's the teachers. Abi, it's the teachers then.
They will collect the prize.
The prizes.
So just to say congratulations, your school came first, and we know that notice did not go out on time. It was just a week notice, and you guys were able to put up this wonderful performance. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Let's stay like beside you.
Okay. Smart. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma. Thank you.
I got it 3. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so we call upon Laswell International School, who is it's the principal, I think. And the teacher. All right, so congratulations to you as well.
Thank you.
And that talk. So my personal note is this. Personal to me. I feel you guys did very well. You know, sometimes, like I said, you know, the mark between first, second, third was just, and you know, it boils down to some of these little things that we do not take notice of. Like, my gentleman, your tie. If you're coming, you know, I was talking about presentation there. You know, your tie. You're not in a restaurant, right? You have closed for the day and you think, okay, I can just relax. So, you understand? So it boils down to those little things. But you guys did very well. Very well. Really. So congratulations. It's so unfortunate that, of course, you ended up as the third position.
They are coming next year.
But you did well. So I don't want you to leave here with your heads down.
You tried.
Go with your shoulders this way, okay? So clap for yourselves.
Thank you so much. Then
the first school,
like we said, a member donated the sum of 30,000 naira for the first school, and they are going to get 30,000 naira per candidate. So the winner today is Supreme Court. So can you come forward, the three of you, to collect?
So we've had to split the money into 3 different envelopes so that you guys will not go out and start fighting over it. I'm the chief sticker, so I should take 15,000. Congratulations. Okay. So,
and they will take picture.
Take pictures.
And they come, then we all take picture. So let's take picture. You read the video. Are we staying like this or how are we staying? Which is better?
Like the way you are saying.
Hope the light is not reflecting.
Is the light not reflecting? Show your money now.
Congrats. Then we also have
Sorry, before they go, please don't forget all the corrections. The INEC chairman, sorry. The chairman of the panel of judges. It's very important. You can't be making presentation and then you have your hand in your pocket.
This African culture.
It's also very good to be audible. Audible.
Speak out.
Okay. If you watch those MTN Project Fame and other things, even when you come out to sing, part of what they are looking out for is your diction.
Yes.
How clear are you? Do you understand? So it's very important. Thank you very much.
So, and we have gifts for every student. So who will do the presentation? Or somebody else? Maybe our INEC chair. So you will find out one by one to get something for participating. So, sir, you help us. Give them as they come. Since we are talking about food processing, commercializing, and technology, we got you something to process your food at a small scale level in your homes. So, recognition of appreciating your participation. Thank you so much, and I think as the refreshment is being done, we are closing down now. So closing remarks will be said by one of us, while most of that will be taken by one of the students. We have to do both of that for us. So some closing remarks.
Okay, this is just to say thank you to all the students that are here present. Thank you to the teachers that came with them, teachers that prepared them for this occasion. You all are winners, trust me. So clap for yourselves. So we've been treated to fantastic idea sharing. You know, that even some of us that are good scientists, good technologists, we are beginning to think that we are going out of touch. You know, it was well delivered, well done. So, and then it was also firecracker. Like he said, one person comes out and you're wow. The next person comes out and you're like, wow, this is even better. And it kept getting better and better. So you guys did very well. So in closing, you know, I talked about the food industry being the biggest industry in the world. But within the industry, there are some companies that are doing extremely well. The question is, why do you think they are doing this well? They have the research and development department. And that department is well funded. That's the commercialization aspect that we're talking about. It is well funded and they benefit a lot. What does it do? It helps them to innovate and renovate, right? What is innovation? You're coming out with new ideas. You're coming out with new products. And then you renovate. Even the products that are existing, you feel, okay, we can improve on this, we can do this differently. And that is why such companies, if you look at them, some of them have stayed over 150 years, and they are still very big, doing very well. So thank you for everything that you guys delivered today, but I can't go without saying thank you also to the panel of judges. Thank you for a fantastic job, and for giving us this room, to also, listen to the students, and for the principal that also had to take out time. Can imagine how busy a principal is, and she's here sitting with us all through. Thank you very much. Okay. So on this note, we say congratulations to every one of you. Winning school, please prepare better because we expect Agbara to come back home with a prize. Okay. Yes. So on this note, we say thank you and see you again next year. Bye.
Any of the students from the school, one person should come and give us both of them. The chief speaker. Of the winning school.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Go carry your win.
I'd love to say a special thank you for everyone that took their time to come out here to participate in this debate, even though the weather proved unfortunate. I'd love to say thank you to my judges for giving us the opportunity to actually speak out on this topic, to debate properly. I'd love to say thank you to our audience, the teachers, for continuing to motivate us. And I'd love to give a special thanks to my English teacher, Mrs. Anyanwu Indika Eunice. She has been our motivator, our encourager. Even when we were scared, she was telling us, yes, we can do it, we can do it. Like, I made so many errors back in school, and she continuously corrects me. At a point, I was like, oh my God, I think I'm going to fail. So I'd love to say thank you all for allowing us to speak out today. Thank you so much. God bless.
Okay, closing prayer.
So, time for group photograph, right? What's the next thing? Closing prayer. I'm taking the vote of time. So, departure, closing prayer. Somebody led us in an opening prayer, the Christian way. So, the African traditional way or the Muslim way. Need to close it, but they all recognize the religion and Nigeria.
Praise be to our Lord of the world, the beneficial of the gospel, Master of the game of judgment, you know the worship, you know the seek for help. Guide us to the right path, the path of those who will be favored, the path of those who have gone astray. We take hold on our children into your care, and you protect them. Those that have emerged as the winner today, and then emerge as the overall winner. And by the end of the day, we have us to glorify you. We that are teachers, we have fruit, let our fruit be fruitful. Since we have guided all the children, let our fruit be fruitful and guide us. Be with us, be with the school management, be with Maswell management, be with our principal, and be with us. Alhamdulillah, Maliki Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, ihdinas siratal mustaqim, siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim, ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, wassalamu 'alal mursalin, walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amen. Thank you very much. So, time for photographs. How are we going to take it? Media.
Yeah, let's so I can collect it.
Eh?
Let us take it. I will collect it so we share. Send everything. Let us
Let her
take it. Take the picture.
take it, Mama. You take photograph. Where are we staying? Is it like with the children? So everyone come forward for the students. I thought it was
Just Agbara Zone.
should go and prepare very well. Keja and economy. We are always.
Mix up now. Why are you doing it? Mix up. No. Mix up. So, all of us, judges, see, we are staying like this now. So why are you watching?